Well, many Canadians were lucky enough to meet Nelson Mandela during one of his visits to Canada, to shake his hand or hear him speak. Others only watched him from afar. All would say they were affected by who Mandela was and what he brought to the world. Chris Brown has more.
On Vancouver's Commercial Drive this afternoon, the buskers sang about the loss of one of the world's transformative figures.
It's a song about being the best that you can be, so I think that's appropriate.
People are still separated based on race. Even in this country, we still have to learn from that, so it's pretty important stuff to reflect on.
Across the country this evening, Canadians are reflecting, trying to put Nelson Mandela's achievements into perspective.
So many people don't bother striving for anything to improve the world, and he did.
Winnipegger Bon Fryer voted for Mandela when he became South Africa's first black president.
I wish he was a little younger because, you know, you wanted more from him. He was that's why the world loves him so much.
Thato Matgloani came to Canada from South Africa as a student, and he might never have made the trip were it not for Mandela.
If that generation of the Mandelas had not gone through what they did, I would not have the fortune to live in the freedom and the democracy that I do today. And turn this world around.
Folk singer Raffi once wrote an inspirational song about Nelson Mandela and then sang it in front of him in Toronto.
At the end of the song, the great Mandela stood up and shook my hand. And he leaned over and he jokingly said to me, "And now I must not wash my hand." He said that to me. Imagine the moment.
The kids and staff from Nelson Mandela Park School had already planned to go see the movie about his life, Long Walk to Freedom, so tonight was poignant.
I feel privileged to go to his school.
Kids coming up will learn about him in schools, and that makes me proud, and it makes me, even though I'm not South African, you know, it makes me proud to know that this man will live forever.
I would invite you to stand and join me in a moment of silence for a great leader.
And in meeting rooms everywhere, it seemed it just wouldn't be right to start a public gathering without acknowledging the world's loss.
And recognize a moment of silence for the passing of one of history's greatest leaders, Nelson Mandela.
Even at center ice. Chris Brown, CBC News, Vancouver.